Well, this is that program I told you that you're going to save a lot of money. I hope you're watching. I hope you've told some other people. I can't go into all the details on this program because I don't have enough time. But if your church would ever like to, or some organization would like to have me come and detail and show you with different things, I'll be glad to do that, or fill in for a church. I'm available. You can get a hold of me at the end of this program, or you can get a hold of Donette at WTJR, and she can get a hold of me. Well, Jesus is Lord. He knows what we need of. I'm not one of those prosperity teachers, because I know that how to make it work, and how God says you don't work, you don't eat. So we're going to have to learn how to use what God's given us, and He's given us the ability to get wealth. Ecclesiastes 5:10 says this: whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. You know, you could make a certain amount of money and spend it faster than you get it, and then that wouldn't be enough. Sometimes you have to not love money. And I didn't say don't hate money, because you need money. I mean, you have to buy cars and houses and food and clothes, so you need money. It's the love of it. It's the love of it that you don't love your car, you need your car. You don't love your house, you need the house. God supplies your needs. Be careful about it. Proverbs 15:16. Better a little with the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil. I used to work in the business world, and I can tell you, there's a lot of rich people that are miserable. You'd think with all their money that they'd be happy, but there's many are miserable. They're not near as happy as you think, because they're scared they could lose it. They're frightened. They're fearful all the time they could lose the money they have. So I'm just going to give you some basic things. Even Jesus said this in Luke chapter 12, verse 15. Watch out. Be on guard against all kinds of greed. Your life does not consist in the abundance of possessions. And then he said in Matthew 6:21, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Now today I'm going to tell you how to save some big money. I'm going to show you how you can save some big money. Get a credit card. No, you say you shouldn't have a credit card. Get a credit card. Here's what I've got right now. I've got one at Sam's. Yeah, I have to pay a certain amount for that card, but that card will pay me 3 to 5% on all the purchases I make. 3 to 5% of all the purchases I make. So what I do is I make every purchase that I buy on that credit card. I mean, my gas, and by the way, Sam's gas is some of the cheapest right now, and you also get 5% back on that gas. Now all week, I'm taking that card and using their money. I'm not using my money, because my money's in a checking account that makes interest. So while they're giving me money for using their money, I'm also making money on my interest on what I put in the savings that I didn't use to spend on. Now this is something you have to do. And if you're in debt, you've got to get out of debt, because this only works that way. Every month when I get my bill, what I owe, I write them out a check in full for that balance, send it in. And now, I think last year, by doing that, I think I've got $400 or $500 that they gave me for using their card. Yeah. I don't pay any interest. You don't want a credit card and owe money. You pay way too much interest. You see, they're banking on you not knowing what I just told you. They know that 95% of you are going to pay the minimum or a little over the minimum, and you're going to pay that high interest. They know that. They know that just a few of us are smart enough to use their money. So if you owe money, get those bills, get that credit card paid off. And then you've got to have control, though, that when that bill comes due, you pay it in full. Now you understand, they're paying me to use their credit card. I'm getting interest on my checking account that I didn't spend from my money. At the end of the month, when the bill comes in, I pay the credit card in full. They didn't charge me a penny of interest. In fact, they gave me money. You see, this is a secret that most people don't even know this exists and don't use it. They don't know how. I don't know about you, but I work hard for my money, and I'm going to make my money work for me if I can. On a house, if you buy a home, you always want to take out a loan for 15 years, not 30. Now, let me explain to you. Let's just give an example. And then I got a lot to say on homes because I bought probably 15, 20 homes in the last 25, 30 years and made a lot of money. So I don't have time to explain that to you now. But if you take a loan out of, let's say $100,000, just for a round figure, and you took that loan for 30 years, and right now interest rates are about 5.5% on a 30-year loan. That 30 years, and your payment would be $567 a month. But the interest in that 30 years would be $204,404. You bought a house for $100,000, ended up paying over $100,000 in interest. You take a loan for $100,000 for 15 years at 5.5%, but usually 15 is a cheaper interest rate. That 15 years, the payment's $817, so it is more money. But the interest is $47,075. You just saved a bundle of money, thousands and thousands of dollars that you saved that was yours. You've got to make your money work for you. See, banks, if you could take a 20-year loan, better yet. When you buy a house, now I don't have time to go into all that detail, I don't think today, but you want to buy a house, you know, they'll advertise location, location, location. Well, that's true. Houses sell better in good locations, no doubt about that. What I would do is I'd look for a good location, one that people like to live in and paid good money, and I'd try and find a deal on a house, and they're out there. Not right now. I can tell you right now, right now the houses are going up in value, but don't count on it. This inflation thing, it's going to bubble out. I would say in my years of experience in the business world and what I've learned, houses are going to go down. They're going to go quite a ways down, just like they did in the 80s. Boy, the houses I bought in the 80s, wow, I bought for half of what they cost new, sold them back for what they cost new. You listen to the Lord. The Lord told me, and I even shared it with my wife before I did. I said, the Lord told me houses are going to go in half of their cost. And I did. I bought a house half of what it costs new. So listen to the Lord. He will guide you. This lotto thing and playing the lotto and all this get-rich-quick stuff doesn't work. This works. This works. This actually works. So use that to your advantage. Now, buying a used car. Well, I'll go back on houses a little bit. You want to get a house that maybe needs a little painting and a little carpet done, or if you're going to sell a house, you want to take that house and clean that thing up beautiful. You want to put neutral colors in it. Might cost you a little bit to paint that house, but paint it. You got some areas that need to be fixed, fix them. Make that house shine and look good. And make it look beautiful when you go to sell it. Because people that don't take care of their houses, they need some repair, they tend to sell them for a lot less, and they have to they have to offer less because they need work done. Well, I would look for those kind of homes, and I'd find one. And I would buy that home, and I would paint it. I'd have it all fixed up. I know how to decorate a house. My wife used to be a decorator. We take a few things and I'd show you. I'm not going to have time today to get into cars. I can see that. I'll have to do that next week. But she would be able to go like to Hobby Lobby and pick up a few little cute little things, put them here and there, fix that house up. It would look like a model that we all painted and cleaned it and put some carpet that it needed in and spent a little money, but we made money. People pay good prices for walk-in houses. They love to come to a beautiful house, and if you're in a right neighborhood, the value just goes up and up and up. You don't want to buy it in a deteriorator or the nicest house in a bad neighborhood. You want to buy the worst house in the best neighborhood. I've got a lot to say on that, but you have, again, if you want me to come to your church, I can give more detail. But if you've got your home, keep it. Because closing costs and real estate fees that cost you money might be much better if you just learn to paint your house, clean it up a little bit, and stay with it right now, because it's a lot cheaper to do. Closing costs are very expensive on a house, and you have to have an inspection. Those are costly. Might be a lot cheaper just to fix your house up and enjoy it. And don't get bit on wanting that keep up with the Jones thing. But if you are going to buy a house, you can also call me. Go on the email that's on there, and I will talk to you and help you. I will help you with it. Now, next week, I'm going to show you how to save bundle on cars. Cars are an expense unless you know how to do it. And if you know how to do it, they'll make you money. I actually, in probably the 40 years that I have purchased cars and sold them, have ended up not costing me a penny. So I'm do this. I've done it all my life. So you need to listen to me. I'm helping you to make it money and to be able to survive. A lot of you won't do it. Too much work. You just want a new car, or you want a new house, or you just like that home, and you just go out and do it. But a few of you will listen to me, and you'll do it. You'll do it like I'm doing it, and you'll be able to smile, go to sleep at night, have your bills paid for, your money working for you. Even next week, show you how to train a child. God bless you. I love you. I hope I've helped you. Let me know. I appreciate it.